Your Honor, with all due respect, Your Honor, I personally take offense of that comment, sir.
Sa wakas mga kabisdak, may pumalag na rin sa isang bastos na senator judge na tunog lata. Ang panginsulto ng naturang Bendaligs, tablado sa hostile witness na matapang at matalino. Hindi umubra ang katarantaduhan ng hinayupak na Bendaligs. Alam nyo na kung sino si Bendaligs, yung mahilig sa Viva Max artist. Pahiya ang anak ng kagwang. Rambulan sa cross-examination kanina sa impeachment trial sa pagitan ng isang, tawagin na lang po nating Attorney May Divina Disgracia laban kay Attorney Christine Ferrer. Hindi po nagpatinag si Attorney Christine Ferrer. Matapang na, matalino pa. Talagang utal-utal ang inabot ng mga scammer. Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. Palike po muna, pa-share, pa-subscribe at pakipindot po ang inyong mga notification bell para lagi po kayong updated sa ating mga video. Panalo po dito si Attorney Christine Ferrer sa cross-examination na nangyayari po kanina. Talagang hindi pinapurma itong scammer, hinayupak na abogada ng prosecution team sa kanyang mga objection. Narito po ang bakbakan ng dalawang abogada.
Proceed to cross.
Attorney May, you shall be the counsel for the prosecution.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you may proceed, ma'am, when you're ready.
Good morning, Mr. Ortonio.
Good morning, Mama Imbuntag.
Earlier, you said or you confirmed that no PFP or the no PFP was attached to the August 2022 letter request of the OVP to the DBM. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct, ma'am.
Okay. And the reason for this was because at that time, it is not being required by the joint circular to attach the PFP to that letter.
Based on my understanding, ma'am, attaching the PFP is not required to the letter request, ma'am.
Thank you. Nonetheless, when the DBM asked for documents in response to that request, you complied and submitted documents, correct?
Yes, that's correct, ma'am.
And you submitted those documents through your letter dated September 9, 2022.
Yes, through our transmittal letter to the DBM.
Thank you. And the DBM, in fact, accepted your subsequent transmittal.
Yes, that's correct, ma'am.
And the DBM did not say that those documents which you transmitted on September 9, 2022 were not compliant with the joint circular or with the law.
We did not receive any comment, ma'am, regarding the submitted PFP.
And the DBM, in fact, did not reject your submission.
No, ma'am, we did not receive any comment from the DBM.
And you will confirm also that the DBM even recommended the approval of your request to the Office of the President after your submission of those documents, correct?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct, ma'am.
And your request for additional budget was actually approved by the Office of the President.
That's correct, ma'am.
And in the process of approving your request for additional budget, no issue whatsoever was raised by either the DBM or the Office of the President regarding the documents that you submitted.
We did not receive any comment regarding the submissions that we've made.
Thank you. You were also asked yesterday regarding the good governance program that was mentioned in the PFP for the fourth quarter of 2022. Do you recall that?
Yes, ma'am.
And as someone who supervises the Administrative and Financial Management Office of the OVP, you confirm that the confidential funds for the fourth quarter of 2022 was requested to ensure the safe implementation of the OVP's Good Governance Program.
That's correct, ma'am.
And the confidential funds were not used to fund the Good Governance Program in itself, but the implementation thereof.
Yes, that's correct, ma'am.
Now we go to the 2023 PFP, which I assume you also recall. The 2023 PFP indicated that the phrase socio-economic program delivery instead of good governance program. Do you recall that?
Yes, ma'am.
And the socio-economic program delivery is a program of the OVP for the 2023.
Yes, yun po yung parang encompassing program title for all the projects of the OVP
For the year 2023.
for the year 2023.
Again, the confidential funds for the year 2023 were not used to fund the
Objection.
socio-economic
Yan na.
program.
This
Nag-object
time, Your
na.
Honor, I will have to object.
Not yet done, Your Honor, the
Not yet.
question. Yes.
Kindly finish your question, Counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. The confidential funds for the year 2023 were not used to fund the socio-economic program itself, but the safe implementation thereof.
Your
Yes,
Honor, I will
that's
have to
Counsel
correct.
for the
Your Honor, we
prosecution.
would like to-
Before the witness answers, the answer of the witness is stricken off. Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. The question, this witness, Your Honor, based on his answers yesterday, is incompetent to testify on that. Why do I say that, Your Honor? First, this witness admitted yesterday that it was the Vice President herself who requested the confidential funds. And second, Your Honor, he himself explained that he had no participation whatsoever in the disbursement of said confidential funds. So this witness, Your Honor, by his own admission, is incompetent to testify where the confidential funds were spent or what the confidential funds was spent on or were spent on.
Quick reply, Your Honor.
Yes. Attorney May.
Yesterday, yes, the witness also testified that he is the Administrative and Financial Management Officer. Your Honor, he is the supervising officer of the Administrative and Financial Management Office of the OVP, and that all budgets, as a general rule, are being approved by him, Your Honor. And he, in fact, participated in the request for the confidential funds in the year 2022, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I may just make a very quick rebuttal.
Before the chair makes a ruling, yes.
Your Honor, we've heard it straight from the horse's mouth. The statement of this witness yesterday was that that was the general rule. Since that is merely the general rule, there are exceptions. And he also mentioned, Your Honor, that confidential funds is not among those funds that went through him.
Your Honor, quick reply.
We've dealt this too many exchanges already, counsels. If the witness knows, he may respond. And as you very well know, Attorney May, sometimes a hostile witness may give a different answer on cross, which is a proper subject matter for redirect, if ever.
Ayan, panalo
when your time
dyan si
comes.
Atty.
Witness may
Ferrer.
answer. Yes, Mr. Antonio,
Pinag-
you may respond to the question.
Pinagbigyan po yung katanungan ni Atty. Ferrer, objection. Yung objection naman ni Divina Gracia, nga. Patalinuhan lang. Tuloy, Atty. Ferrer.
Respond to the question.
Thank you, Your Honor. The way I understand the question is that the confidential funds was not used for any of the regular programs of the OVP under the socio-economic delivery programs for the 2023. So with that, sir, I can say yes, the confidential funds were not used for the purpose of the implementation of the socio-economic programs of the OVP in itself.
And you know that information by virtue of your position, not only as the Assistant Chief of Staff, but also as the Administrative but also as the Supervising Officer of the Administrative and Financial Management Office of the OVP.
Yes, ma'am. That's correct, ma'am.
Thank you. The socio-economic program can be found in the 2023 General Appropriations Act.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
confirm that?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct, ma'am.
Okay. And it's a line item, in fact, under the 2023 GAA.
Yes, correct, ma'am.
Um, as the Assistant Chief of Staff of the OVP, were you made aware of the reason why the Good Governance Program was changed to Socio-Economic Program Delivery in the 2023 PFP? If you know.
Based on my recollection, ma'am, there was a change in the term in the program title from good governance to socio-economic program in 2023 so that it encompasses parang mako-cover nung title ng program yung all of the projects of the OVP because all the programs of the OVP addresses yung socio-economic concerns that the office would want to address.
Thank you. Let's go to the AOMs and the notice of suspension. You testified that as the Assistant Chief of Staff, you drafted and signed the replies to the AOMs received by the Office of the Vice President for the fourth quarter of 2022, as well as the first to third quarters of 2023. Do you confirm that?
Yes, that's correct, ma'am.
And you also signed the OVP's response and supplemental response to the notice of suspension dated December 13, 2023, relative to the fourth quarter relative to the confidential funds for the fourth quarter of 2022. Do you confirm
Yes,
that?
that's correct, ma'am. I'm one of the signatories.
And because of that, you have studied all of the AOMs as well as the notice of suspension.
Yes, that's correct, ma'am.
The AOMs sought clarification on the liquidation documents of the OVP, correct?
Yes.
The AOMs and the notice of suspension did not contain the phrase, if you recall, did not contain the phrase misuse of funds, if you can recall.
Based on my recollection, ma'am, I cannot recall.
Your Honor, best evidence, original
Naman, bumalag na
documents,
naman.
Your Honor. Your Honor, and
Well,
I know the, Your Honor,
Gulo
I
lang.
know the,
Counsels, we can move on because before your objection, witness already said that he cannot recall. So move on, Attorney Christine.
Panalo ulit tayo dyan.
Okay, and in those AOMs, can you recall if there was any finding of misuse of funds?
already asked and answered, Your Honor.
I'm asking about findings, Your Honor.
Yun o.
Witness may answer. She's asking about findings.
Panalo ulit tayo
Based
dyan.
on my understanding, ma'am, no misuse, ma'am, although there were certain clarifications that were made.
Thank you. And the notice of suspension also does not contain any finding or findings on the misuse of funds.
None that I can recall, just some clarifications, ma'am.
Thank you. And the AOMs and the notice of suspension were not final findings of the COA ICFAO when it comes to the confidential funds of the OVP. Do you confirm that?
Yes, ma'am. That's my understanding, ma'am, na once we receive the AOMs, we are given the opportunity to send our comments.
Thank you. In fact, if you know, there is a pending motion for reconsideration before the commission proper relative to the notice of disallowance covering the confidential funds for the fourth quarter of 2022, if you know.
Objection, Your Honor.
Before
That
you
was-
answer, Attorney May.
Your Honor, that's no longer covered by the direct examination. The rule for the cross-examination of hostile witnesses under Rule 132, Section 13 is different, Your Honor. What can be covered on cross-examination of a hostile witness are only those matters that were covered on direct examination. At no point was a mention of petition for review ever made during direct examination.
The court will give counsel sufficient leeway on cross. The court will also like to find out about this petition for review, which was discussed with the witness Gina Acosta. Witness may answer.
Panalo ulit tayo
Sorry,
dyan.
again, ma'am, the question, ma'am.
Yes, I'll repeat my question. If you know, there is a pending AR on the note, there is a pending motion for reconsideration of the notice of disallowance covering the confidential funds for the fourth quarter of 2022.
Yes, ma'am.
Misleading, Your Honor. Your Honor, move to strike, Your Honor, because I wasn't given enough opportunity, Your Honor.
Will
Enough
the
time.
witness kindly wait just for a few seconds before answering? Yes, what is the ground of the objection, counsel?
It's misleading, Your Honor, because the petition for review, it was not on, sorry. It was not, it was not.
Nabulol na.
I'd rather repeat my question, Your Honor.
Kindly repeat,
If I
Attorney
can.
Christine.
Yes, thank you.
Panalo
in fact-
tayo.
Okay. If you know, there is a pending motion for reconsideration of the notice of disallowance covering the confidential funds for the fourth quarter of 2022 before the commission proper of COA.
Your Honor, again,
Yes,
this
counsel.
witness will be incompetent to testify on it, Your Honor. The participation of this witness in the filing of the petition for review has not yet been established. It wasn't even established yet, Your Honor, that this witness is even aware of the contents of the petition for review.
Your Honor, the court already ruled.
If he knows, Mr. Otoño, if you know,
I am
Panalo ulit
aware,
tayo.
Your Honor, but as to the specifics on the reply to the or the contents of the MR, I'm not very much aware of the contents.
Thank you.
Grabe, no? Lahat ng objection ng hinayupak ng abogagang ni Malo, Divina Gracia, hindi na pagbigyan ni Chis Escudero sa cross-examination ni Attorney Ferrer dyan sa hostile witness. So, panalo tayo, no? Ito, tuloy lang natin.
Thank you. As to the first to third quarters of 2023, a notice of disallowance was issued by the COA dated March 31, 2026, if you know.
Yes, that's correct, ma'am.
In fact, you are the person who received the notice on April 8, 2026 on behalf of the Vice President.
Again, Your Honor, with all due
That's-
respect, that's already going beyond what was discussed on direct examination, which is prescribed under Section 13, Rule 132, Your Honor. At no point did we discuss the notice of disallowance for the last three AOMs. The discussion during direct examination were limited to the notice of suspension, up to only the notice of suspension.
the chair will note will convert the objection of counsel to a continuing objection with respect to the line of questioning of Attorney Christine on this witness, but the court will allow it, but notes the continuing objection of counsel with respect to these notices of disallowance that were issued.
Thank you,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Otoño, please answer.
Puta na
Ma'am.
panalo uli, no? Objection ni Divina Disgracia, wala, hindi umubra eh. Tanginumin, nakakahiya. Walang panalo. Hindi tumatama sa kay Attorney Ferrer. Ang galing talaga naman, oh. Tuloy, oh.
Can you repeat the question, ma'am?
Okay, I will repeat. A notice of disallowance was issued by the COA on dated March 31, 2026, relative to the first to third quarters of 2023.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are the person who received the notice of disallowance on April 8, 2026, on behalf of the Vice President.
Yes, ma'am. I received the document on behalf of the Vice President as the Assistant Chief of Staff.
Okay, thank you. Under the COA rules, if you know, since you are the one who also responded to the AOMs, under the COA rules of procedure, the OVP has 6 months from its receipt of the ND or the notice of disallowance to file a petition for review with the Commission proper of the COA.
Objection, Your Honor. This witness will be incompetent. Unlike the joint circular, Your Honor, which he specifically mentioned in his replies, Your Honor. There was no mention whatsoever of the COA rules in any of his replies.
If he knows, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Attorney Christine, move on to, we get your point. You can move on to your
Okay,
next
Your
point.
Honor. I will continue.
Ayan, medyo pinagbigyan dyan si Divina Gracia. So nakaisa sa dyan. Pero overall sa cross-examination, panalo si Attorney Christine Ferrer.
Now, your involvement when it comes to the OVP confidential funds were, kindly confirm each item. Number 1, processing the request for the confidential funds for the fourth quarter of 2022.
Misleading, Your Honor. There was no statement to that effect during the direct examination.
Attorney
Your Honor,
Christine?
she asked for the functions, Your Honor. She even presented the documents, Your Honor, pertaining to the
But at no point,
confidential funds of 2022, Your Honor.
If I may, Your
which the witness also processed. Thank
Yes,
you.
Attorney May?
if I know, there was no, again, that's misleading, Your Honor, because I never asked about the participation of this witness in that request. In fact, he himself explained, Your Honor, during direct examination, that the request was purely the Vice President's. He had no participation whatsoever in the request. He is only aware that a request was made because of that letter that he was confronted with. That's why throughout the direct examination, his answers would be limited to what is contained in the documents.
Well, if he knows counsel, and again, this would be a ripe subject matter for your redirect if he all of a sudden regains, if all of a sudden he remembers, it is a proper subject matter of redirect. Witness may answer.
Panalo ulit tayo doon.
Your Honor,
Nakaisa lang
yes,
si
I will
Pino,
repeat my question.
Mhm.
Your involvement when it comes to the OVP confidential funds were, number 1, processing the request for the confidential funds for the fourth quarter of 2022 as evidenced by your letter dated September 9, 2022 to the DBM.
Ma'am, just a quick clarification, ma'am. When you say processing, ma'am, in terms of
Handling the request.
yes, ma'am, through my office, ma'am, we transmitted the request to the DBM.
Okay. Signing of vouchers.
That's correct, ma'am. Signing of vouchers.
Signing of checks.
Yes.
Signing of responses to the AOMs and the notice of disallowance.
Yes, ma'am.
And acting as liaison when it comes to the submission of the liquidation documents to the ICFAO.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. You were not involved in the drafting of the quarterly liquidation reports of the confidential funds, correct?
No, ma'am.
That work belongs to Miss Gina Acosta, right?
As of my understanding, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
You were not involved in the disbursement of confidential funds, is that right?
No, ma'am.
And also the recording of confidential expenses.
No, ma'am.
The recording of confidential expenses is being done by Miss Gina Acosta.
As of my understanding, ma'am, yes, she is.
And you were not also involved in the confidential operations of the OVP.
No, ma'am.
And you have not met any of the confidential informants of the OVP.
No, ma'am.
Neither did Miss Gina Acosta meet any of them, if you know.
That I would have no not personal knowledge, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. As far as you know, the confidential informants only liaise with Colonel La Chica, if you know.
That is of my understanding, ma'am.
And the reason being is that the information as to the identity of the informants is classified and sensitive under the joint circular, specifically item 3.28.
Objection, Your Honor. This witness has already repeatedly testified that he had no participation in the disbursement of the confidential funds, Your Honor. And yet, defense counsel, with all due respect to her, keeps on propounding questions related to the disbursement.
And this answer, counsel, will always be in the negative because he has been consistent in regard to not having any participation with the disbursement. I think that has been established, Attorney Christine, that he has no participation in the disbursement.
Actually, Your Honor, my question was not about the disbursement, Your Honor. If I can repeat it, Your
Kindly
Honor.
repeat the question,
Yes, thank
Attorney
you.
Christine.
O no, nakaisa lang yung ano diyan, yung prosecution sa cross-examination ni Attorney Christine Ferrer. Yung objection ng prosecution hindi pinapaboran ni Chis Caldero. Galingan mo, Chis Caldero, para iboto ka pa namin, anak ka ng kagwang. Pero pag bumoto kang ma-impeach si Inday Sara, itlog kang hinayupa ka. Overall po, kinain po ng buhay. Nilamon po ni Attorney Ferrer itong si Divina Gracia, abogada ng prosecution team. Na panay, daming objection, oh. Sa sobrang dami niyang objection, wala pong panama. Hindi umubra kay Attorney Christine Ferrer. So, matalino, no? Matapang, hindi nagpasindak. So, pag-usapan po natin muli itong hostile witness. Ito matindi po yung banat ng hostile witness laban sa isang senador na Bindaligs na tirador ng Viva Max artist. Pa-picture pa lang 200,000 ang tip. Napuno po yung hostile witness sa isang senator judge na si Bindaligs, Rapi Tulfo, sa pang-iinsulto sa kanya. Kaya naman, napahiya po yung naturang judge ay pinalagan ng matapang at magaling na hostile witness. Narito po yung unang pang-iinsulto ni Bindaligs kay hostile witness. Pakinggan natin.
Kayo po ay nag-reply sa AOM from COA for the check number 244027 dated 20 December 2022. Ano po yung proseso na ginagawa nyo once kayo po ay nakatanggap ng AOM or disallowance?
Good morning, Your Honor. When we receive AOMs within the office, once we receive it, we inform of course, the Chief of Staff and of course also the head of agency of the AOM. We send them a copy for their information.
Do you investigate?
Once meron na pong instruction to kung sino po yung magko-conduct ng review, then that's the time po that we conduct a necessary review for
Do you ask
the reply.
questions?
Yes, sir, to the concerned na mga
To the concerned.
concerned na mga divisions.
What questions do you ask, for example?
Usually, sir, we ask point per point on what is
Point per point, okay.
point per point what is indicated in the AOM, so
Yes.
that we can also address the concerns point by point.
Very good. Now, isa sa mga AOM ay observation ng COA, kulang sa mga dokumento. Halimbawa, itong sinabi rito, 170,000 at marami to by the millions. 170,000 for the payment of reward, open and close medicines. Did you not ask, ano ba talaga to? Anong klaseng medicine ang binili? Kasi ang pagkakalam ko, meron kayong pera from confidential funds, binigyan nyo doon sa informant para siya nang bumili ng medisina.
Yes, sir. Yun po
Did you
yung-
ask kung anong medisina ang binili para sa medisina bibili nung informant, yung pera?
When the time na nag-consult po ako with the security officer, sir, I did not ask anymore on the specifics, but I asked on paano po yung naging process nila in terms of noong pag-release ng funds for the informants or for the agents.
Sir, you are a very highly educated person from prestigious schools. Come on, it doesn't make sense. It defies logic. Tatanungin mo dapat to protect Sarah kasi very close ka kay Sarah. Teka muna, anong klaseng mga medisina ang binili? Nasaan yung reseta? Kasi mali mo, baka namin hindi binili ng medisina, baka binili ng drugs, whatever, baka may nagbulsa ng pera.
Tanga. Alam mo kasi pag nag-audit kasi Tulpo, iba-iba kasi yung sitwasyon. yung pinag-uusapan natin, Bindaligs, ay confidential. Siyempre, confidential funds yan. Nung tinanong niya dito sa kay Latsika na kung maghihingi siya ng mga dokumento patungkol sa mga pundo na ibinigay sa mga impormante, binanggit pa niya, informante, o nabigay mo na ba yung ano? Kunyari ako, pahingi ako ng mga dokumento na nabigay mo na yung pondo. So ito, yung mga dokumento, acknowledgement, in-acknowledge po natin na ito nabigay namin gamot sa isang informante. Anong masama doon? Kailangan mo pa talaga tanungin siya. Kailangan pa talaga, confidential nga ang tanga naman. Oh. Jesus ko, tulpo. Ba't ka naging senador, hinayupa ka? Pero hindi siya umubra dyan. Talagang tinabla siya eh.
Dapat, yun kasi yung kailangan ng, COA, di ba? Resibo.
At the time po, sir, when I consulted with the security officer, sir, I was not able to ask anymore on
Why
the
not?
details, sir.
It's part of your job. In fact, pumirma ka doon sa pag-reply mo sa AOM.
Tanga mo. Ba't ba siya magtatanong? Confidential nga ni... Di ba? Viva Max Artist nga ni... Bindaligs nga ni... Pag sinabi na nga confidential sila, sabi nila, chika, confidential yan. Hindi mo na kailangan humingi pa ng detalye kasi ginamit namin yan sa mga intel activities, confidential activities. Kaya confidential, hindi mo maintindihan yan, Bindaligs. Hindi ho sana, hindi na natin ginamit yung term na confidential para gustong tanungin mo lahat-lahat. Eh kung ganun pala, di gawin din natin kay Bangag yan, billion-billion yung confidential funds ni Bangag. Sa tingin mo ba, in-account ni Bangag lahat ng confidential funds niya? 10 billion a year? Wow! Tolpo! Anak ka ng kagwang ka. Huwag kami. Siyempre, kung gusto mong malaman talaga kung ano pong pinambili dyan, paano ginamit ni Latsika dyan, patawag nyo si Latsika. Prosecution team, tingnan natin kung, di ba, magkaiti-iti kayo dyan. Tuloy.
I asked, sir,
So,
kung ano
pumirma
yung
ka
process.
nakapikit. Yes, sir.
Diyan na naman.
No, sir, hindi naman po na nakapikit, sir, because nagtanong naman po ako sa security officer namin, sir, on how it was released or implemented on the ground. So, kung ano po yung nabigay na information, sir, yun po yung nailagay ko sa pag-draft po ng reply to the AOM.
Hindi mo rin tinanong bakit pare-pareho yung signature sa different...
Ang inumin mo, Tulpo. Pwede ba magkaroon tayo ng rules, magkaroon kayo ng batas na hindi po pwede maging senator judge ang isang senador kung walang alam sa batas? Pwede ba mga abogado na lang ng mga senador? Ano, mahirap eh. Kasi ito, nagyabang-yabang lang naman ito. Ang ingay lang, feeling magaling. Hindi naman siya magaling. Mayabang lang ang hinayupak. Kung sabihin mo, nakapirma kang nakapikit, putang ina. Sige nga, ikaw, pumirma kang nakapikit. Iwan ko lang kaya kung anong mapirmahan mo. Bindaligs. Yung mga papikit-pikit na yan, sabi ba makartist lang yan, kahit walang ilaw. Pwede, shoot yan. Panginoon naman, ginagawa mong bata yung witness. Witness po yan, hindi pwedeng bastusin. Nasa rules naman talaga yan. Nasa batas na. Kapag nasa korte, hindi pwedeng bastusin ang witness. Talagang magagalit dapat yung presiding judge. Tanginang Tulpo, Chis Caldero, dapat sinita si Tulpo. Sino ba yung mga tulpo dyan sa Senado? Para naman silang may-ari ng Senado. Dapat sinesita, hindi pwedeng ganun yung katanungan mo na mag-iinsulto ko sa isang witness. Para bang nagnakaw yung witness? Hindi nagnakaw yan. Kayo ang mga magnanakaw. Ano yun?
names ayon sa NBI, forensic. Tapos, pare-pareho yung handwriting sa different names. Parang isang tao lang nag-fill up. Meron pa nga walang signature at nag-receive ng by the hundreds of thousands each.
Sir,
You didn't ask? Bakit mo tinanong? Hindi mo tinanong, bakit pusa? Bakit ito si Pagong? Pinagtatawanan tayo ng tao, etc. Why? Did you not ask?
Tanga mo. Pinagtatawanan tayo ng tao. Nasa Intel community, tanungin mo yung community ng Intel. Lahat yung mga alias, bugok. Alam mo kung sino pinagtatawanan ng tao? Kayong mga senador. Kayo mga lata, pinagtatawanan kayo ng mga tao dahil ang bububo nyong mga senador. Alam mo namang codename yan. Alam mo yan na aliases yan dahil nga sa Intel activities, dahil sa confidential activities. Anak ka nakakamuti. Ikaw, sino bang papayag na agent na ang pangalan niya, totoo gagamitin, lus-lus eh. Sabi nga ni Robin Padilla, yung idol yung si Noynoy Aquino eh, nag-alias din yung animal na yun eh. Di ba ho? Marshall Bonifacio ba yung alias ni Noynoy? Noynoy, Ninoy. Yun yung poon nyo. Si Bangag nga, may alias din dyan eh. Bubueng. Yung kapatid mo na si Sylvester. Eret Sylvester, anak ng Kagwang Mandaraya rin kayo eh. Itong mga to, wala silang karapatan dyan. Magtatanong, may mga sabit niyang mga yan eh. Tuloy yun.
At the time, sir, hindi ko po nakita yung mga acknowledgement receipts, sir. I was only made aware of the acknowledgement receipts, sir, when it was already shown during the HOR na mga hearings, sir.
Hindi kasi pag nagtanong ng attachment, then di ba sabi mo you ask questions point by point, you investigate, then kinuha mo sana yung mga dokumento and then pinakita sa iyo and then nagtanong ka point by point like you said. And then you are a very educated person, you should have asked a lot of questions to satisfy dun sa request ng COA.
Sir, I
Kasi
did not-
tulad yan, Pusa, Pagong. Imposible hindi mo nakita yan. Tapos pare-pare yung pirma sa isang same handwritings para sa napakaraming pangalan at saka iisang pirma sa napakaraming pangalan according to the NBA forensic. You didn't ask?
Sir, at the time po, sir, I did not see the acknowledgement receipts.
Come on,
po,
sir. Like I said, napakatalino mong tao sa credentials mo. Dating professor, Ateneo, UP, di ba? And then, now, parang, sorry sir, parang nagmaang-maangang ka. Again, is it blind loyalty? Thank you po.
Blind loyalty, tanga mo. Alam mo, Tolpok, hindi mo na nakuha yung gustong punto ng witness. Nasa confidential nga eh. Pag sinabi nila, chika, tahimik ka na dyan dahil confidential yan, may magagawa sila. Wala. Oh. Pag sinabi nila, chika, alam na to, meron tayong mga ginagawang hindi pwedeng i-reveal ang mga identity kasi nga confidential. Maraming masasakripisyo. Yung security ng isang informante. So bakit ba gigil na gigil kayo dyan sa mga aliases na yan? Sinabi na nga yan ay code name, mga alias, mga informante. Hindi pwedeng i-reveal ang kanilang mga pag-identity. Na kayo ng Kagwang. Bakit ba yung binigyan mo ng tip dyan sa Viva Max, inano mo ba yung pangalan? Sino yung binigyan mo sa Viva Max artist? Magkano? Saan galing yung pera na yan? Mga immoral kayo. Pero hindi po nagpatinag po yung hostile witness. Sa pangalawang round ni Tolpo, pumalag na po yung hostile witness sa pang-insulto sa kanya. Narito.
The witness, sakitin ba ang marami sa inyo mga informants? May mga malalang sakit ba sila?
Sir, that I would have no personal knowledge po, sir.
You should. Kasi ito, ang dami. 170,000, 50,000, 200,000 each informant. So para mabigyan nyo ng napakalaking halaga bawat isang informant pambili ng gamot, dapat magtataka ka. Anong gamot kayong bibili nito? Bilang isang intelihenteng tao, I know you're very intelligent, you're very smart. Did you not try to ask? O at least nagtaka? Baka may rheuma, arthritis, nagpapakimo, should have asked. At kung mga bata nga, inquisitive yung mga bata, Anong gamot ang bibilhin mo? Paghingan mo pera ng bata, kunyari, Toy, pahingin pera, bili akong gamot. Anong gamot bibilhin mo, kuya? Bata yun na, grade 1. Ikaw pa kaya? Why?
At the time po, sir, I did not ask anymore kay Colonel Lachica, sir.
Why not?
Because, sir, I already gave I trusted what the
Correct.
security officer mentioned to me, sir.
But it is your responsibility to know. Kasi ikaw ang pumipirma doon sa AOM.
Sir, in terms of the responsibility to know, sir, I'm not sure, sir, if I'm the one who's responsible to know, sir. But the
So
task
you're
to
not
me,
sure. That means, ayoko nang gumamit ng pangsalita. It's unbelievable. It defies logic talaga, really, sir.
Tangin mo, bastos
You're
ka.
not really making sense at all. Anyway, move on tayo. Yung
Hoy, ugag! Ako sasagot sa'yo. Sarap mo tampalin. Sabi niya, sakitin ba yung mga informante? Lo mo, sir. Ang bubo mo, simpleng logic lang. Hindi ka ba magtataka na yung reward na ginamit ng Office of the Vice President sa mga informante ay mga gamot? Kung yung informante, mga gamot ang kanilang request, o di ba? Ikaw na may hawak sa mga confidential activities, kailangan may reward ka. So, anong gagawin po natin? Yun nga yung request, gamot. Hindi mo ba naisip na baka yung komunidad ng lugar ng isang informante ay nangangailangan ng maraming gamot? Baka may mga clinic diyan, alam mo yung mga clinic, barangay clinic, di ba? Merong ganun eh. Walang gamot at gusto ng informante, gamot na lang po ang ibili ninyo, ibigay nyo sa mga klinika sa lugar namin. Pwedeng ganun. Di mo ba ginamit utak mo? Kung yung informante na yan, katutubo. Dahil ang karamihan biktima ng mga komunista, mga NPA, ay mga katutubo. Sa mga liblib na lugar. Di ba sa kabundukan, umakyat si Inday Sara, kung saan nandun ang mga katutubo natin nakatira, na malayo sa clinic, malayo sa butika, hindi nakakabili ng gamot dahil malayo yung mercury drug, mahal. So ngayon, siguro, para sa akin, teorya ko, dapat makakasagot talaga nito sila, chika, common sense lang. Wala kang common sense, sentido común na tolpo. Baka yung informante nga, katutubo, yung request nila sa kanilang komunidad, kailangan ng clinic, na kailangan magkaroon ng maraming gamot, kaya ganito karaming gamot, ang tanga mo naman. Sige nga, kayang laklakin ng isang tao yung napakaraming gamot? Hindi. Malamang para sa akin, para yan sa komunidad ng mga katutubo, mga informante, na gusto nilang makatulong sa kanilang community. Halimbawa, tulpok, bigyan kita ng isang napakagandang realidad na halimbawa. Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy, doon sa Blaan, Sarangani Province, Kitbug. Pucha guys, ang layo ng lugar nila, makatutubo ho ito ha. Ang lago, nasa tuktok sila ng bundok. Pag magkasakit sila, kahit paracetamol, wala silang pambili doon. Wala silang clinic. So ngayon, ang ginawa ni Pastor Kibuloy, para yung mga katutubo ay hindi na magproblema pag sila ay nagkasakit, pinagawa ng clinic. Hindi naman po pwedeng clinic lang pagawa. Ngayon, pinuno ng mga gamot. Baka ito nga ho yung nakita ko na estilo ni Vice President Inday Sara. Mga katutubo kayo, sige, magsumbong kayo sa amin kung may mga nagre-recruit na mga NPA dyan. O kung may nanggugulo sa inyo na mga kabataan dadalhin sa kabundukan. Yan ang nakikita ho natin. Di ba, Tolpo? Ikaw yung blind loyalty, anak ka ng kagwang.
alam mo naman sa DOH, nagbibigay ng libreng gamot. Meron kayong mga medical assistance program.
yes, sir.
Oh, ba't di nila kayo humingi sa DOH? In fact, by the hundreds of millions and billions, nag-expire lang dyan sa bodega ng DOH, natatapon lang. Sayang. So, dapat humingi na lang kayo sa DOH. Bigyan nyo lahat ng informant nyo ng kung anong klaseng gamot. Libre pa. Nakalibre kayo.
Lo mo! Sa tingin mo, bibigyan ng gamot ang Office of the Vice President, hindi nga ninyo binibigyan ng pondo, lo tong animal na to. Ganong karaming gamot, mabigyan ng DOH? Los mo, sir. Woo! Tuloy.
system behind the how the confidential funds were implemented, sir, I cannot answer, sir, because again, sir, I am not the main implementer for the said activities.
Kaya
sir.
nga, Mr. Smart Guy, nung makita mo na ang dami mga informant na binigyan ng mga hundreds of thousands each para sa gamot, you could have asked La Chica and said, La Chica, bakit di tayo pumunta sa DOH, maghingi tayo ng gamot para makalibre, makatipid tayo sa confidential funds? Libre naman sa DOH. Pag Office of the President maghingi, may budget, meron kayo allocation doon, I'm sure. In fact, sa Davao, ginagawa.
Meron? Wala, buwaga. Paano bibigyan ni Bangag si Inday Sara? Ay magkalaban na nga. Tanga naman ito. Alam mo, binibigyan, minamalita nga yung pondo ng Bangag admin eh. Walang sentido ko muna. Basta lang, putak lang ng putak ang hinayupa.
Yun na yun eh.
Sir, that I cannot answer, sir.
So again, it defies logic. Hindi po kapani-paniwala ang mga pinagsasabi mo. Sir, for me, it really defies logic. Sayang po yung pagkatalino mo rito. Nasira po yung pagiging isang matalino mong tao. Nakakahiya po dun sa mga eskwelahan na kung saan ka nag-aral at nag-graduate.
Tanga!
Because ngayon, pinakita mo na nagsasalita ka na para kang, sorry sir, nagtatanga-tangahan. Salamat po sir. Pasensya na sir.
Your Honor, with all due respect, Your Honor, I personally take offense of that comment, sir. I actually just did my duty, sir. At the time, sir, I believe na yun po yung kailangan kong gawin bilang isang empleyado po, sir. And I did my work, sir, based on what was tasked of me, sir, including the limitations that I can do to the duty that I will be doing, sir.
So you're talking about limitation, ikaw ang deputy COS, and then malapit ka kay VP Sara, and then pirma mo ang nakasaad doon sa AOM. So karapatan mo po magtanong. Okay? Now, you're talking about taking offense. Paano naman po yung mga taong bayan?
Lolo
They're
mo!
being offended sa paglulustay nyo ng pera. Lumilitan na parang nilulustay ang pera dito eh. Pera ng taong bayan po ito ang pinag-uusapan natin. If you're taking offense, mas lalo pong offended ang napakaraming Pilipino ngayon.
Ikaw lang!
Kasi hindi mo
Stupid.
pa naibibigay ang tamang sagot. Pero kung naibigay mo ng magandang sagot, logical na sagot, then mawawala po yung sama ng loob ng taong bayan sa inyo.
Sir, with all due respect, sir, I believe, sir, this matter of the confidential fund, sir, is still pending the final decision, sir. We are currently still submitting our motion for reconsideration on this one, sir, and we still have not received any final reply on this one.
Ang ina tong tulpo na to, talagang ina-assume na niya na nilulustay ni Inday Sara. Tangina gamot na nga binibili, hilus-lus ka. Napaka-stupido mo to, tulpo. Ano taong bayan daw, galit ang taong bayan? Hindi kami galit. Ang taong bayan hindi galit kay Vice President Inday Sara. Ang taong bayan galit kami sa amo mong nililimas ang pera sa flood control, los-los mo, sir. Ginadamay mo kami. Kasi kung galit ang taong bayan, hindi sana yung trust rating ni Inday Sara bagsak. Kung galit ang taong bayan sa Office of the Vice President. Kung galit ang taong bayan kay Inday Sara, edi sana si Inday Sara sa presidential survey, bagsak na. Putangin na lalo nga akong lumalakas si Inday Sara kasi alam namin na yung ginagawa ninyo katarantaduhan, panluluko sa tao, pang-i-scam. Galit kami sa inyo, kayo yung stupid, blind loyalty kay Bangag. Dapat ang mga bastos ay hindi na ho ibuboto. Ito, re-election isto sa 2028. Pagtatawanan natin to pag pinulo to sa kangkungan tong hinayupak na to.
Paggising sa umaga, tanghali at gabi, nakikita ko ang post niya, ang hapdi. Paano mabuti. Bisdak Pilipinas. Bisdak, tinig ng katotohanan. Sa bawat vlog may laban sa kasinungalingan. Mulat ang mata, gising ang masa. Bisdak Pilipinas, para sa bayan, gumigising sa diwa. Sa likod ng kamera, tapang ang dala, walang sinasanto kung mali ang gawa. Hinay-hinay, pero palaban. Boses ng tao sa digital na labanan. Bisdak, tinig ng katotohanan. Sa bawat vlog may laban sa kasinungalingan. Mulat ang mata, gising ang masa. Bisdak Pilipinas, para sa bayan, gumigising sa diwa. Hindi artista, hindi politiko, pero ang katotohanan, sigaw niya ay buo. Sa YouTube o Facebook man siya makita, may aral ka pa rin, may uwi sa bawat salita. Bisdak, gising sa katotohanan. Di lang kwento, kundi panawagan. Sa bawat Pilipinong naghahanap ng liwanag. Bisdak Pilipinas, kasama sa pagbangon ng bayan. Bisdak Pilipinas, boses ng masa. Gising ang diwa. Sa vlog mo, may pag-asa.